everybody. Welcome to another Wednesday afternoon here on Kobold Press. I'm your littlest red dot and your resident Kobold Twitch producer. I'm so excited to be here today because last week on Kobold Chats, I got a little excited about Shard Tabletop. And I decided maybe this week I'd get excited again because it was such a great. It was so great. It was such a great experience. So I thought, since we've got a new show coming up, spoiler alert, there's a new show coming to Kobold Press, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. I thought, since I'll be GMing that one as well, that maybe I would do a little GM planning and start building a proper campaign inside of Shard, because I think we're going to use Shard for the run of the game, which is very exciting. Okay. So let me just tell y'all, if you're not in on the Shard, you ought to be. Get over there. Play.shardtabletop.com will get you where you need to go. And more importantly, it'll get you going in any pretty much 5e game you want. They've got some really incredible, like, when you sign up for free, right? So when you get the account, you get a lot of really cool new, like, standard 5e content. Some Kobold Press included in that, which is always exciting. So we're going to take a look today at what you can kind of do with the full spectrum of what's like available to you. I hope, I love that. In on the Shard. Yes, get in on the Shard. But before we do, I should talk about a few announcements. First off, we've got a bundle going on right now. Oops. What is happening? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Go away. There we go. Bundle. Let's try that again. There we go. There it is. Bundle of holding, ready to go for you. You're going to get the Zobek Gazetteer, as well as the Streets of Zobek and Eldritch Layers, which is an incredible bundle, especially if you're really feeling the Zobek setting. You need to get in on that bundle. And right now you can get it for $7.95, which is like nothing, especially for all three of those incredible pieces. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Well, so some of the Kobold stuff comes standard and free, with like kind of just when you sign up, so you don't actually have to pay for some of it. You gain access to some of it, and then some of the campaigns and things like that are in addition over on Shard. But you can check out their, like I said, go over. You can check it out. Scarlet Citadel is now available there. Spoiler alert, still running a show of that as well, at least for the next few weeks. But coming up is going to be a Salty Sea summer adventure. I haven't quite come up with the name for it yet because I'm still doing a little planning. And, as you plan, you're just not sure what you want to call it. But starting on Wednesdays, after Kobold Chats at 6 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be launching a 2-hour show with an all-female and non-binary cast, sailing about Midgard. So I thought, since we're going to be using Shard to actually run that game, we'd take a look and see what we can't do about doing some GM planning today and show, like, kind of revealing some things, and maybe I'll get your help because last week it was so much fun building that character with all of you. So yeah, you just ran a Midgard game in Shard last night. It was amazing, and you're sold on moving to Shard. It was great for just getting in and playing D&D. That's kind of how I felt last week. Like, it was just like so smooth and clean. I really thought it's just a really fantastic VTT, especially like you said, for the ease. I found it very accessible. I found it very easy to read, and the built-in aspects for the GM are out of this world. So we'll take a, you know what? Let's go ahead. We'll pan over right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of this. Okay. Here we are. Boop, boop, ba-doop. So, Shard, you'll want to log in. So if you don't have a login, you'll need one. Your players will probably also need one. But once you set up the campaign, I believe they have access to everything, basically, that you give them. So last week we built the Plight of the Dancing Bear, because of course we did build a dancing bear. My little dancing shade. But this game is not about the dancing shade. Now, for those of you that joined us for the charity event over on Game Her's channel, gosh, that was a few months ago. It was before the change of the year. we did a charity event with them and ran a one shot with an incredible table full of people, and they're going to be rejoining us again for this, which is like really cool. So I'll do a little spoiling. I'm gonna spoil. I hope y'all are ready. Some of our cast. So cast announcements will be going to social media, but because you're here today, you get a little extra, a little sneak peek behind the curtain. So we're going to be joined by Tashnar. I am Kat. Katie Peters plays, and Tessa Chica for a pirate adventure. They already kind of had their characters laid out, and if you want to get kind of the prologue to what inspired this campaign, you can go check out the 4-hour one-shot we did for that charity event, which was amazing and out of this world. I basically took 2 prepared modules and mixed them together, kind of merged them over a 4-hour period of time for this game. It was really great. Ooh, yes, chat. Ooh. It is going to be pretty awesome. I'm very, very excited. This is just going to be if the one shot alone doesn't do it, man, oh man. I have to see if I can't find that link before the end of the day for all of you. So you can go do your homework and join us starting on Wednesdays at 6. So basically what'll happen is you're going to, and I've got another big announcement. We're going to start having another show after Kobold Chats on Wednesdays, so that you'll have kind of an extended run of streams coming up. Wednesdays will be a Kobold-filled day for all of you. We'll have Kobold Chats, and then following Kobold Chats at 4 o'clock will be another show. Probably a GM planning show, but I'm also thinking maybe some minis. I think people really like mini paintings, and so maybe we'll bring some guests on to paint some minis for us. I know our dear V, who is currently running Scarlet Citadel, is a big proponent of that, and incredible mini painter as well. So there you go, something to look forward to, and then we will go right from whatever that new show is directly into our little pirate adventure. So I wanted to take a look, because really all pirate adventures start on the seas, and so we must decide what sea we are in. Now, if I remember correctly, for our one shot we were located, if you didn't know, there is a free Midgard map available online. Let me drop y'all a link to that map. Boom, Midgard map available to you, totally free. And it's super duper interactive. I believe, if I remember correctly, they were traveling through the Middle Sea, though I'm not exactly sure that it quite mattered for the sake of our one shot. So really they could be anywhere they want. But I want to do a little research, because in addition, I have the new 5e PDF of the Midgard World book, which is pretty exciting. And I thought we'd crack that open and do a little research, dig into some Midgard, learn some things, and then maybe try to build the first major encounter for the campaign, so that you can see Shard in its fullest. So here we go. Let's see. All right, my Midgard World book here. One of the things look at that art. Stop. I haven't even cracked this open yet. I have a hard copy, but y'all, I've been moving, and I don't even know where it is. I couldn't tell you right now at this moment. Let's see. So the real question is, every campaign, and especially because this is a short one, really needs like the antagonist. What is the antagonistic thing? It also cannot be a person. It could be an event, or what is causing conflict for my characters, or for these characters. And I'm kind of still simmering on that. They did set up something very interesting in the one shot. They were dealing kind of with this evil deity, and there was a statue involved that was very clearly kind of evil, and it took a new shape. At the end, it took a kind of new form, and there's something kind of weird and eerie about that I quite like. So maybe I'll lean into that a little bit, and we'll look at some kind of like cult. That could be kind of fun. Maybe a cult of some kind, or well, maybe, who knows? Maybe we ought to break out the tome to the beast. Let's take a look at our beast and see if there's like something there that would be kind of cool. Okay, so back to Midgard. So this Midgard map, my heart is telling me that the Middle Sea is most interesting. One, because we got some Southlands content coming out, you know, and so here's our Southlands right here. So you're gonna get kind of this edge, and especially this delta here, like this river that of course has a Parabastet on it. So that could be kind of fun. There's a lot of trade that happens in and around this area, and they can technically sail out if they wanted to go west or head into the Ruby Sea, which could be very, very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So let's Hook Island. Hook. Okay. Again, this map is free and online. It's incredible. It's all completely like look how close I can get. It's just so great. It's so great. It also has a really cool search engine, so I could also be like, okay, click on the location I'm looking for. There it is. I can also search, right? So it gives me a list of seas. Thunder Seat. Lung of the sea. Ooh. Ooh, cold. Cold, you say? Goodness. A little northward. Speaking of north, I believe we just had something drop about a new warlock, maybe? A warlock zine. Y'all should go check that out, too. The new warlock dropped, I'm pretty sure, this week. Yeah. Yeah, you can totally click on the button. There's all kinds of things, right? So you can, like, I believe there's also a way to track your distance. So you can actually use this map. This is not the plan for today, but let's say I want to know how far it is from Harkesh to, I don't know, what's this little place right here? Uratu. I believe there is a mapping tool. So I can go from here to here and map it. Oh my gosh, and it's got the bearing. Stop it. You just stop right now. I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to use this for the pirates. But you can see that that's about 612 miles based on, I guess, the algorithm of this map. And that's a direct line. That's a big sea. That is no small place. That's very cool. You can also like just say, okay, no, I only want capital cities, or I want to see castles. I want to see special sites or ruins. Other world trees. There are few world trees. There they are. That's very cool that you can do that. You can, I believe you can add a hex to it. Yeah, a hex. That's what I thought. And there are the political bounds, which is very, very interesting. This is also I think really important for Midgard if you're going to get into some of the politics of it. And I believe the key breaks that down, does it? Where's the key? No, it doesn't. But you can see like political boundaries of the area. Like there's a Ruthenian plain and you can really kind of see it versus... Yeah. Yeah, that is really cool. It is very, very cool. All right. So my heart is telling me this is kind of the area, Marla and the islands, these islands in here. This is just feeling very, very pirate central. And knowing that this like northern edge of the Southlands is really like trade heavy, pirates are like a thing. At Proxy, I could not I could not agree with you more. It is the best interactive map that is available, world map that's available right now. It's just such a cool world map. And it's free, so like I can send my players there at any point, or they can look stuff up. And I think anything that makes people more excited and more interested in stuff is really, really neat. Right? There's also other maps on here I bet people didn't know about. More maps. There's actually a database of them. Let me see. Hang on. Wrong one. So you can kind of see. There's the full Midgard map. Oh, here's Zobek. Right? So you can get the Zobek map. Very cool. Okay. But we have to go back to the world map because that's where I'm at. World map. Harkesh. Maybe I'll have to visit Harkesh. It is the Golden City after all, and it does sit on the Ruby Sea. It could be interesting for them to have to travel from the Middle Sea to the Ruby Sea. Welcome in. No worries. How can you get a copy? Get a copy of what? Of this totally free and awesome map that's available right here at this link I'm going to drop in chat for you. Boom. Oh, thanks, Proxy. Proxy beat me to it. You can actually get all of this available for free. The Midgard world map is available to any and all on the freeness that is the interweb. Here's the world map, of course, but you can get your hands on a few other, it looks like, free maps based on a few of these locations, like really important ones. Like there's the Père Bastet. Though I wonder how I did they are updated. This is the updated one from the upcoming Southlands from the upcoming Southlands drop. That's very cool. Okay. Stop getting sidetracked. Okay, so if we know it's going to take place in the Middle Sea, I want to do a quick pass at my Midgard world book just to see what there is to know about both the Middle Sea and the Ruby Sea, and if they travel kind of through this area, because I love this idea of using this big city, Harkesh. It sits right here on this strait that they would have to pass through to get to the Ruby Sea anyways. So that seems like maybe an ideal location, as well as troublesome travel for our salty sea adventurers. So let's actually flip over to Shard. So if you're new to chat, welcome in. We're going to be using Shard Tabletop today to plan this campaign. Shard is available for free with baseline like stuff, but it also has some additional bits and bobs that you can add, but you can get your hands on some Kobold Press stuff as soon as you log in. So very cool. So we're going to actually plan a new campaign, right? Because I don't have anything yet, but we'll call this Salty Seas of Midgard. All right. So we have a fresh start. I can do a couple things here, which I think is really, really cool. The first thing I want to do is search the web for maps. I can do that right here. I can just be like, oh, look, maps, available maps. Look at this, maps, more maps. Now our weary travelers, I think we're going to pick up pretty soon after their last, combat, which was actually had on a cove. So why don't we'll use this one. This looks like, right? Let's see. What else can I use? Also, Kobold Press has some maps on here. I wonder if I can search pick a map. Here we go, pick maps. So these are maps that are readily available inside of what we already have, it looks like. So I'm leaning towards this idea of like, so this evil statue was being delivered. And they didn't know it was evil, and it like affected them on board the ship. This was part of the prepared module that I used. And where is it? Heart of the Shadow Fae. Heyo. Not it. A temple. That's good to know. Here's the actual world map. So I can actually prep the world map. Let's see. Zooming in. Yeah. Let me unfog it. Clear all fog so we can really see it here. See if it's high enough quality, but you can kind of see the world map. So, I think that's cool. You can drop stuff in. You can, let's see. I don't think it, oh, I can center it. That's cool. Yeah, so let's start an encounter, because I think they just had an encounter on the beach, which means, we're going to open up with them, like, talking and stuff. They have recently acquired a vessel of their own, and let's plan a new encounter. There's nothing like a good pirate on pirate action. Now, they did have a little pirate altercation last time, but those weren't real pirates. They were kind of undead. So I think we should add, we should go ahead and prepare for maybe some cultist of some kind. I can also, I believe, how do I search? Oh, I can pick a book, so I can add books to this. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and add Tome of Beasts, and be able to search through it, if I'm correct. Yes. Villain Codex, that's what I'm looking for. So let's take a look through the Villain Codex, because I really do want them, I think they're going to probably have been out on the sea for a while, and they're going to need to come to shore. Yeah, undead formerly known as pirates. Let's see. All right, so some commanders, some things. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Look at this little devil-bound gnomish prince. You're so cute with your cat. A dwarven ring mage. Very cool. So there's all kinds of inspirational things. This actually comes part of Tome of Beast. But what I want to take a peek at here is Midgard. And I know y'all can't actually see my book because I didn't capture the screen. But I want to take a look at, not the Southlands, the 7 cities. Let's see. Ruthenian centaurs. No, not the plains. The Dark Kingdoms. So I need to look at the map and figure out what this is considered part of. Because I think it's part of the Red Wastes. I could run a whole campaign on just that title alone. I believe that is going to be part of the Dragon Empire. Because that is the Dracul Mountains. So that is correct. This is the Dracul Mountains through here. The Dragon Coil. So it looks like there's a couple things. Okay, we don't have to go as far as... Okay, here we go. The Ruby Sea. So basically, the Ruby Sea is considered not... I bet the Middle Sea is considered part of the Southlands. So, Wait. Let's go back. I want to find the Middle Sea, which I think my instinct tells me is technically part of the Southlands. Right here, Southlands says... Nope. Oh, yes, the Corsair Coast. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. That sounds just about right, doesn't it? Oh, that must be... So this says, to the east of Nuranatal and the Sarkland Desert lies the so-called Corsair Coast. So that must be this coast. That must be this coast. The Burning Shores. Let's see what it says. Here, the kingdom, if Ishada, stands firm against the phenomenal power of the Dragon Empire, while the city of Sharshaba on the eastern coast holds its fallen prince sealed within its walls. Bold pirates sail forth to... Okay. Thetis Ocean. Where's that? I'm so interested now. Where are all these... Where are all these places? There's a strait there, it looks like. The other option is, and this is something I love to do, is let my players choose. Or I'll make them random roll, and I'm like, okay, this is where we are now. Which is kind of fun. Oh, what's on that island there? Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. So got a couple places here. Children of Heaven, the City of the Gates. Wonder if I can go to the appendix and search for the Middle Sea. Because that's what I really want. That's what I really want. Oh, I can. So nice. Maybe not. Maybe not. What's on the edge here? So I'm thinking that I want to know more about this location, Vesperis. So I'm going to look it up. Because I like this, whatever this mountain is here seems very important. And I love the idea of them having to come off the sea and go up the mountain. Maybe that's where the cult lies. Just a thought. Vesperis. Alphabetical order. You can do this. City of Song. Beautiful. Okay. Love that. Which is actually nice because one of the, that actually works out nicely because one of the items that they received has to do with song. The Cyrene Isle of Kriperan? Kriperan. Let's see. I don't know how, Kypiran has served as the homeland of the Minotaurs. Y'all know I want to play me a Minotaur. In addition to its strategic position, its volcanic island has rich fields of wheat and barley and vast orchards of olives, apples, pears, and nuts. In exchange for its defense, it owes its fealty to the allegiances to the Maritime Republic of Trollo. Triolo, but recent events threaten to unravel this strategic and important alliance. That sounds like the prime time for a cult to step in and mess things up. As retaliation for the destruction of their fleet, flights of fire dragons raise the city to a charred timber. While the Minotaurs scramble to aid their stricken fellow citizens, a large draconic force to seize. Oh. Interesting. There's a queen. We know I love to play queens. Queen of Kyperin. But Vesperus is the city of song, a truly great city. The capital boasts wide avenues and well-paved streets, lush foliage, and fragrant groves outside of its walls. Wow, that's really nice. All right, so they were left, if I remember correctly, they were left with the statue. Maybe they're actually returning it or delivering it, or they must destroy it. But now it looks like one of them, and they don't know why. I have so many thoughts in the midst of all of this. Tree Olo, thank you. Kai, okay, great. Tree Olo. Welcome in, Prax. I see you there. And Grumpy Godling, I see you there too. I apologize. I've been on other screens. Not reading your chat over here in my own world. I love... So what's really cool, it does give some suggested adventures, which I'm never against using a prompt. Let's see what's here. Oh, they cannot attend high society functions. They are not suited for such. They are pirates. They are pirates, and they must reside as such. They must reside as such. Yeah, I'm making magic. Yeah, I'm trying to make magic. So this could be a nice stop, and if they stop in Vesperus, it could be to hide out or something. This could be a nice thing. What is this cove? Little cove action. Black Spire. I think I wanted them to be all up and in here. All up and in here. Oops. Cults of the Return. You know I love it when I see the word cults. Sorry, I'm scrolling through. Reading. Must think. must think. So there's a few temples that could be interesting. Maybe the statue is actually headed to a temple, unbeknownst to them, even though it's chosen a new sacrifice. All right. So, something I always love to do, especially since all of you are here, is... hey, look, if that's how Wolfgang pronounces them, then we want to pronounce it exactly like Wolfgang says. Wolfgang is the be-all, end-all in my book. This is the fun part. This is where you get to start giving thoughts and suggestions and ideas. Because maybe you haven't played inside of a pirate campaign before. Maybe not. Maybe so. But if you have, or if you haven't, what is something that you would want out of, say, a pirate campaign, right? Because there's the basics. We're going to have some, like, swashbuckling combat. We're definitely going to have some maybe treasure, racing to treasure. It's true, Spellhawks Press. It is so true. And this one's so interactive that you're just like, I don't even know where to begin on something that's so cool. It's so cool. Harkeesh seems like maybe I should look that up. That could be our location. Yeah, not the Northlands. Not Dorning. Gotta find... I am not where I want to be. Chapter 7, the 7 cities. No. No. So close. No, I'm saving my Ruthenian Plain campaign. Just like looking over. God, this is such a great book. This Midgard World book is so good. It's so good. Here we go. Harkish. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Highlights of Harkish. This is what I'm looking for. Because I think this is going to be the first major location that they end up at. So, containing weapons, armors, fire potions. Okay, great. They have an open temple. Brotherhood's temple. Drake's quarters. That's very cool. Along a cliff in the southern portion of the old harbor, hundreds of drakes have carved elaborate homes in the sheer rock. Oh, what a cool thing. Yeah, the Golden City, there it is, in the Midgard World book. Great. Murder in the streets, pretty normal. Cool. Portal of the Void. The Temple of Velez is a modest religious destination since it has so few ordained priests, but it serves as a house of justice and recognition. Contracts are signed here, marriages arranged, and oaths sworn. In recent years, the Order of the Empty Star has replaced much of the older priesthood, preaching and daily keeping songs of imperial glory and rightful rule. Their calls to action and to praise of the dread Sultan and the Prophet skirt the edge of what other... Oh. What? Tell me more of this order. Order of the Empty Star. How freaking cool is that? Can I search for that? I think I can. I gotta find where it's at, though. Order of the Empty Star. Exactly, yeah. It does. It does sound very piratey, which is the goal, right? I want it to sound super piratey. And even if they had to have to, like, slip in... Because here's the thing. They didn't really start out as pirates. They just happened to be on a boat and ended up absconding with... And now they've kind of become pirates. So they don't... what's really fun about, I think, about this group and the character they've already established is, like, they're learning to be pirates. So they don't really have all the answers. And they probably are not going to take themselves quite as seriously. What was it? Order of the... Order. I may have to dig deeper for that. Learn a little bit more about this order. But I do like this idea. Something about that makes me think like order they're trying to get rid of the stars, right? Like there's something so sailor friendly, like because the pirates rely so much on sailors rely so much on them. Ooh. Mistress of Stars and Shadows. Oh, this is part of Zobek, right? Because that's the Blue Barbers of 4th Street. Yeah, duh, I know this. That I do know. I know a lot about Zobek. So I think first encounter is gonna be maybe on a port. I like this idea of maybe they're chased into port, or they're in some kind of race, and they're definitely trying to get to the other side, to the Ruby Sea, possibly. Okay, there's Mezar. Yeah. Okay. I'm here for this. This is cool. Okay, so at least we have like a rough location. I can do some more research on Hakesh and figure out kind of the dynamic and the politics and stuff like that later on. But what I want to do is take a look at what kind of monsters might be here. And since I am going to be using... No, don't pin the map. Since I'm going to be... Can I get rid of it? How do I delete it? No. Cancel. Move. Select. Huh. Well, I wanted to get rid of it. That doesn't look like that's going to happen. That's okay. I'm just going to add I'm going to add a new one anyways. Load a map. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Wrong one. Search. Pick a map. Let's search for it. Hey, so they have both. So I'm going to go ahead and put both in here. I'm going to put the harbor first, since we said that's probably where they're going to land. I'm going to turn off the fog for my players. So it looks like they're going to park somewhere in here and then have to walk into the city. But that means that they could get into some serious trouble. And I wonder, just for funsies, because if the new encounter... Oh, creatures. Right, got it. So many things. Midgard Warbbook's in here too. Look at that. I can do it right here on the screen. That's so cool. Okay, great. Southland, Seven Cities, Wasted West, Northland, Shadow Realm. I think this is kind of where we're at. I love to see how it's all kind of like broken up, because this is really what they're talking about. I see. Here it is. The Dread Sultan. General of great skill and politician of utter ruthlessness. I like. Nobles, sacred lands. Mixed blood. Huh. Very cool. Okay. Where did I find that earlier? Oh, adventures against and for the Dragon Empire. Very interesting. Like that. That's very cool. Let's go to the Seven Cities. Oops. So this must be... Okay, so this is that piece here in the middle sea. This is what I was looking for. So, the Lost Empire of the Elves shaped much of Midgard, including its roads, great building, harbors, museums. Yeah. Okay. Current conditions. Army of 7. Yes, Harkesh is the capital of the Dragon Empire, which I think is where I'd like them to go, but not where they're going to start. I think they're going to start in the Middle Sea and have to flee. Republics. Man, it's so nice to have this just like right here. Look at this. Their legions, the temple city. Cults of the Return. Hundreds of years have passed since the Great Retreat, but many humans have never abandoned the idea that their glorious, perfect, aristocratic elven masters will one day ride back down the Calagian way to restore the empire. The emperor and his followers discourage these cults of the Return since they impede effort and devotion to the present. Hey, there's some cults. Okay. Huh. All right. But I'm gonna need some pirates for them to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pull some creatures. We're gonna add some monsters. Now I should have access to quite a lot here. Pirate. Boom. Check. Adding. Because you never know when you're going to need a good pirate. Actually, I can actually add 2 of them, I believe. Can I replicate that? Or do I have to do it again? I think I have to do it again. But I want you to see how easy it is to, like, quickly add a thing. You can also build your own monsters, right? So I could come in here and add a new monster. If I have something like an NPC or something that I'm really interested in building. You can add your companions to that, which is really nice because, I'm a druid, so. Yeah, not exactly friends. Well, our crew is not exactly not scaly either. They may have to seek some refuge, there, or hide out. We'll see how it goes. But I want him, he needs to have a bird of some kind. Can I, let's see, type. But they don't do flying, do they? Can I do it? Coastal. Nice. Can I actually do, yes. A garroter crab. Mmm. I can also search through books, I believe. Like, I can be like, just Tome of Beasts. Ooh, what is that? Another undead. I like that. A drowned maiden's hair attacks as though it were 3 separate limbs, each of which can be This is a great addition. Now I want their first... No, you know what I want their first one to be? Okay, we're going to add this monster. I want to get rid of this guy. Can I do that? Can I delete him? We're doing something totally different. I just got an inspiration. So we're going to kick the campaign off with them, like, being pirates. So I have sailed the seas for a little while, so forth and so on. And I think they'll have gotten, like, a hot path to whatever it is that they've been looking for, seeking out more information about this cult or whatever. And when they get there, I think they're gonna it'll be like drowned maidens and stuff. I dig that. And then they can make it to the city. But we always want to encourage, because this is coming out of a one-shot, I really want to set it up as if these characters, these PCs, have spent quite a lot of time together, and that they've had some time to, like, sail together and sort maybe some things out. A rum gremlin. Can you tweak or customize monsters? Great question, Spellhawk. You, in fact, can. If I click on the drowned maiden here, it's going to pull all her stats up. And one of the things I should be able to do... I gotta figure out how to do that, though. Okay, so they should be able to see her now. Right. That's her health. That's her armor class. Passive perception's 11. Can I edit? Let's see. That just edits the name. Let's see if I can add the monster this way. I don't know. Environment. Water. I'm going to just edit this bone crab. If I click him. So basically what you have to do is you have to edit it before you put it into the initiative order. Because basically what I've done is I've added these, the drowned maiden basically as part of the initiative order. So you don't want to do that until you've sorted out, like, but I can come in here and say, edit this bone crab. Like, I could make this like a really, really buff bone crab. I could be like, he's a buff bone crab. And then I can hit save, and then I can add this buff bone crab over here. And then you can see the bone crab has the 20. Rolls come up down here in the bottom. Yeah, it is a nice feature. The editing feature is huge, and there's a couple reasons, right? The log, right, is one huge part of it for me, but then the creatures and being able to, like, yeah, is pretty freaking awesome. Now what I need to do is pick a new map. I'm going to search the web for a map. This may not be the map I use, but I want to show off some of the features of how this might go down. So I really love this bridge. Can we talk about this? This is very cool. Oops. Pick a map. No, wrong. We'll search the web for a map. Well, I don't want a battle map. I want... Let's see if there's like a pirate ship. Maybe I'll find a ship one. Nope, those are just images of pirates. Map. Ooh, like a proper pirate map, they say. Boat. This is what I was looking for, like a boat. This is very nice, right? This is what I like kind of imagined in my head. So we're going to pick this. This is going to be coastal. Okay. So now I can clear all fog. And so the first thing they're going to see when they come in, I'm going to turn these monsters off because this is the GM section. They're going to see their boat. That's cute. Sweet Tooth and Keg. I want to think Ufu was still traveling with them, but Ufu may have gotten off. So now we've got their boat in there, which I think is really, really cool. Right? Can I add another map? Add an encounter. Okay, if I add a new encounter, Drowned Maidens. So now I'm adding... So basically what you can do is pin things on your map and mark them as encounters. You can add specific chapters to it, which is very, very nice. So in this case, I'm going to add... What am I going to add? No, I don't want any of this. What I want is... Let's do this again. Drowned Maidens. So if I add that monster, I'm going to add one more because there's going to be at least two. I want them to be twins because it's creepier that way. Okay. Adding monsters. Okay. Welcome in and thank you for that. Is Shard a Roll20 alternative? It is for 5e content. Okay. So now you can see they've been, like, their tokens have actually been added. I can move them, right? When you move them, it shows you, like, how far, which I think is really nice. Boop, boop, boop. But both of them will be there. And then these tokens, now I should be able to close out of this. There's now this encounter. Now, let's say they make it to this point on the map. Now, this doesn't actually have a map, but let's say that over here, let me add a new, I don't want a battle map. I want a cove. Let me add a quick cove to this situation. We'll actually do this the right way. This is the one that I really liked earlier. Yeah, this is sweet. So this is basically how you you set up your stuff. So you align it. Of course, I'm going to use like maps I actually purchased because I'm a good person like that. Save it. Okay. So here's this. This is done by Afternoon Maps. So go support Afternoon Maps. Clear all fog. Here it is, right? So basically what I'm going to do is come in here and I'm going to say, I want to, when they reach the cove over here, right, and it's nighttime and it's dark, I'm going to add a new encounter. This will be the Drowned Maidens. Okay? I can add my monsters. I'm just going to add one for now. There she is. Actually, I could probably pretty quickly add another one because I'd like to have two. Okay. I've added them both to like the coastline where they're going to see them when they pop up. Yeah. There they are. And then I can close this. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that my players don't see it yet. So when their pirate boat pops up and rolls this way, they're going to be able to roll to see it. And then if the encounter starts, I can actually hit Start Encounter. It preps the Drowned Maidens over here. Let me get rid of these guys because we don't need them. Those are the ones from earlier. It immediately preps the monsters or the beasts that I have already prepped, adds their tokens where we want them, and I know you can't tell. I'll add a quick another monster. Let's say, I don't know, a crab comes up and out of the water too. Like not even a giant crab, just a normal, regular crab. This crab comes up and out of the water like here by this rock. This crab is now part of the initiative order. It immediately adds the crab to the initiative order. And when I hover over it, it highlights it in that order. And then if I go back and I'm like, okay, no, it's the Drowned Maidens. We're going to start here, right? Drowned Maidens, I can have them roll for initiative, blah, 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 put them in their order. And then what's really cool is my players and anybody that wants to watch that's in the audience can do the turn option, and you can see it is now this Drowned Maiden's turn. She's going to go, she's going to make her attack, she's going to do whatever she does. In this case, I'm going to have the Drowned Maiden do her hair attack. She only rolled a 14. That may or may not hit my crew. She would do her damage on that roll. That's also true werewolf. It is not stark white. It is not near as harsh on your eyes. It's really, really nice. Plus, your players are also seeing this too, right? Like, you as a player are going to see exactly this thing. So that's a 20 critical hit. Holy butt. Oh no, I'm sorry. A 20 on my damage for this hair attack on whoever that was, right? I really love the, like, I love the dice roller in this. It's very clean. And then it's going to go to the next Drowned Maiden's turn, we can say. It's now her turn. She gets highlighted. She's going to do the kiss attack. Well, she would have to be grappled. Let's do... Oh. Pulls a grappled character. So she's going to roll a grapple. Strength. We'll see. 14 may not work. I have a barbarian. Probably not. Next one. Right? Turn. Crab gets to go. The crab is just a crab. He rolled a 5. He doesn't do anything but be a crab. But when I finish off the turn here, when I rotate the turn one more time, it changes my round, which is really nice because oftentimes you're not sure which round you're in, especially when you're talking about spells that dissipate after a certain amount of rounds. So I'm gonna leave the crab because I think that's funny. But this is actually kind of the first prep. One thing I would like to do is add a token. I wonder if I can do that. Grid, pick map, upload, no. Move group, locations, previous encounters. Once my players have made their characters, they will have tokens and I can put all their tokens together, which is really, really nice. Which is pretty cool. So there it is, kind of bare minimum. That was like a quick and dirty of like loading in a map, being able to quick search a map. If you buy one of the modules or campaigns on Shard, you're going to get those anyways, right? A lot of this comes standard with Shard, and they also have some really cool new races and stuff. I'm sorry, classes and things, or races, and all kinds of new stuff that Shard has put together for the free intro version of this. So you should definitely check it out. You can go to play.shardtabletop.com. And with the last few minutes of today, only because Dot does have to go at 4 o'clock today, I want to tell you all this is coming. We start up on Wednesday of next week. I'm very, very, very excited. Let me make sure I know what date that is. That would be the 14th. We start up on the 14th, so literally a week from today. And we'll be bringing this kind of incredible group of people to the table to roll some dice and to do something that is not based in one of our modules. My goal is to explore a little bit of the Tome of Beasts throughout this campaign, to really see Shard in action and see how it works for all of us, and like really yeah, and see how smooth it is, and to give us just a chance to, you know, roll some dice and maybe get a kind of open Midgard story. So, yeah, there we go. There we are. Last chance to ask any questions for the day, and if not, I'm going to remind you we got a bundle going on right now. You can go grab that bundle. Boom. There's a bundle of holding for you. It includes Zobek Gazetteer, The Streets of Zobek, and Eldritch Slayers, which is a great collection, especially for $7.95. I'm not exactly sure how long that's going on, but I imagine that it's only going to be a short period of time, so better now than never. And you're going to want to keep an eye out. We've got pre-sales coming up for a few other things like Southlands, and we've had a lot of questions about the deck of magic decks. Deep Magic. There we go. I knew I'd get it. And I'm going to, once I actually have that out of a box, be able to show you some of those magic cards. But those are going to go on sale here soon as well. So if you did not get to back the Kickstarter, get prepared. We're going to be putting those back on our website, and you'll be able to grab yourself a box of them. 19 days left. Thank you. 19 days left on that bundle. Well, fantastic. Well, I'll be back. So this kind of thing will continue. My hope is to do a little bit of GM planning, maybe during that special hour before we actually do our pirate game. It'll be very, very fun. So keep an eye out. And I've also got some other plans coming to the Twitch channel. Now that I'm all moved and back in my groove, I've started reading through the Midgard World Book and some things. And I think I really love the idea of maybe reading some of the world book to all of you and giving you some little nuggets of the lore of this world and what makes Midgard so greatly special, at least in my opinion. So There we are. That's been Kobold Chats today. I know it was a very chill Wednesday. I hope it was a chill Wednesday for you. Don't forget, join us Tuesday of next week for the continuation of the Scarlet Citadel actual play. And make sure that you're back here same time, same Kobold time, same Kobold channel next week for another Kobold Chats. I'll see you all on the flip side. Don't do anything a Kobold wouldn't do, y'all.